Okay, this video we're going to go over how to create new projects and the different map types. So when you open up the game, this screen here will be blank, and so will this be this on the side. What you need to do is come over to this little white piece of paper. Now give the folder a name and give your game title a title. Be very careful when you do this game title because you cannot change it once it has been done. And you can see here the location. This tells you where it's saving to, so if you can't find it to do the graphics switch, this will tell you exactly where it's saved to. So all you need to do is open up File Explorer, copy that, and paste it up here. Now of course that couldn't find it because I hadn't created the project yet. If I hit OK, then it would have. And there's this game. Okay. Now you always start off with this small map of water. Most people, they will delete it and then start creating their world. Now there's a couple of different maps you can use. You can go to new map, give it a name. A display name is what name will come up in the corner when you enter this map in the game. Your tile set, so field is your world map, exterior for the outsides of the town, interior for the inside of the buildings, and dungeon for dungeons. You then pick how wide and how high it is going to be. You can disable running if you wish. You can specify the battle back. Now this is quite useful if, for instance, this is a place where people are going to fight. So you can pick what different backgrounds to the fights are going to be in different areas. You can also change the music that's playing. So you hit play to hear it, and stop to stop. And then select the one that you want, and that will play. Okay. Over here is the encounters board. We'll get to that later. Okay. Now, the other way you can open up a map is load sample map and select a map. So this is a field type map, so it's a world map. These are exterior maps. This is a dungeon map. And these are interior maps. Okay. So I'm just going to load up a town. Now you can see this is quite a big map, so I'm actually going to zoom out so I can see everything. So remember, you have these zoom buttons up the top here. Now if I go to map properties on that map, you'll see it comes up with this screen again, so I can change the width and height, I can change its name, I can change the battle back. So this is the battle back that it's assigned to this specific map type. Okay. Now what I did there was I changed this to a field type map, so the tiles are actually different from each map. So map properties, if I changed it to an interior, map properties, and if I changed it to a dungeon, everything changes because for example, the map will just remember that it's the second tile set on the first row, which is here. So if you change which type of tile set you're using, what type of map it is, that will change what the map looks like quite dramatically. And so we'll go back to exterior. Okay. Now if you want to edit the map, you need to make sure you're in map edit mode. Select the square you want to edit and edit it in. Now for some things which are multiple squares big, such as this roof, I'm going to click and drag over the entire roof, and you see I've got a little square, and click and drag. If I drag too far, it will start repeating it. And make sure that you have not got fill on. If you have fill on, this is what happens. In that case, you hit the undo button. Okay. Now, here's a handy tip. There is no way to erase these are called tiles, so there is no way to erase a tile on the map. You either have to draw over it with a new tile from in here, or if the tile you want is already on the map, instead of placing it, if you use the other mouse click, you load up that particular tile onto your mouse. So if I right click here, now when I place that. Left click here, now I place. This is quite a handy tip just for when you're building. Now if you notice this bridge over here, it doesn't have much of a shadow, because you notice these buildings all have shadows on one side. This gives it more of a depth. So if you want to do some shadow, what you need to do is up here select shadow pen, and you just draw in the shadow. Again, if you accidentally overdid it like I did there, I just left clicked somewhere, right clicked somewhere that did not have shadow, so I've got no shadow now loaded. And now I have shadow loaded again. This can just give you a game a little bit more depth. It's something worth exploring when you start creating your own maps. So that was how to create new projects and maps.